Yeah!
That's my horse. Stop rustling.
I wanna be a cowboy.
No.
No?
No, wrong. Welcome to Drawing Conclusions. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jessica.
Today we're doing a little change of pace. We're doing Red Dead Redemption 2 video game review.
A video game review. I'm so
Yes.
excited because more than anything else in the whole world,
You love video games.
I love video games. Psych! I hate video games.
How dare you? How dare you? Well, we decided to do this one because this is a very big release, especially in the world of video games, and even in the world of entertainment. This
Yes.
This game made a ton of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so obviously you didn't play it.
No,
I did.
I'm here to support you.
Thank you.
That's what I do. I'm a good wife.
Yes, that is true.
All right, so Josh, what did you like about this game? Now that you've had time to play it, what are the highs?
Well, we'll get the superficial stuff out of the way first. Graphically, this game is amazing. I mean, the last game, the original Red Dead Redemption for Xbox 360 was a fantastic looking game. This one slaps that game around and tells it what it really is.
See, but I don't think that's a superficial thing at all because video games, even more so than movies, I think, in a way, the graphics are so important because you're not just even watching it, you're participating in it.
That's
to
true.
be able to see what's going on, to be able to, have the full, experience,
Right.
You need to have really good graphics.
Well, that's true. Okay, I concede to that point.
Thank you. I make good
It
points.
is. Yes, you do. You point good. Okay, so we won't call that superficial. I guess some of the superficial stuff would be like the music is good. It does help kind of bring the whole atmosphere to life. I mean, the environments are really beautifully rendered from all parts of different environments that you happen upon. Whether it be the snowy mountains, the just claustrophobic and muggy, swampy swamps. I mean, they're just
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, Washington, D.C., right? I mean, it's like the bayou. I mean, complete with alligators, which is cool. The cities that you encounter, they all look really nice.
Yeah.
Really well done.
So what about the story and the gameplay?
The story is, I think, better than the first game. I really like this. In this game, you play as Arthur Morgan. He's the main character, whereas in the last game, you play as John Marston, who does appear in this game, as this game is a prequel to the last one.
Oh.
So it's about the gang that John Marston was part of. I think the story in this game is really strong. It feels more authentic, like a true Western tale, whereas the last game kind of had a lot of humor in it, which I think was kind of missing in this game, but that didn't bother me as much. Like the last game relied a lot on Western cliches and it seemed to have a lot of commentary on modern times.
Yeah.
And so I thought it felt a little inauthentic that way. This one is very authentic
More
to the
immersive in the time
right.
period.
It really is because it's turn of the century. It's just pre 1900, and so they really do a great job with all the environments. I mean, everything just feels like it's back then.
Yeah.
And it's really great. The voice acting is top notch, and by the end of the game, it's you really like the character Arthur Morgan, and I just thought he was a really, really well done character. One of my favorites in video games.
Huh.
As for the control, it plays about the first one, which wasn't bad. I mean, it's not it's not the greatest controls ever, but it's a third-person game, and so it's not supposed to be that way. It's not like a first-person shooter just running around shooting people. You do all kinds of different things in this game, from robbing the train, helping people out, torching people's fields to pit them against each other.
So, an uplifting moral game.
Well, you're the gang of outlaws, so.
Oh.
And so.
So you really like that outlaw gang leader?
He's not the gang leader.
This sounds like a terrible game.
Well, it gets
kidding.
better.
I'm just kidding.
Depending on the way you play him, you can play him as more of a good guy or more of as a villain.
Yeah.
I played him more as a good guy, and so he actually did a lot of good things and helping people out and in distress and saving people, or
Was this before or after he torched their fields? Did you torch their fields and be like, "Hey, I'm here to save you"?
No, he wasn't that guy. That's kind of a lawyery trick. He didn't pull that off. What's that? No. But anyway, so it has all kinds of different things that you can do in this game. I mean, it's fully detailed. I mean, not just the environments, but like you have a horse, you have to take care of it, like clean it, feed it, pet it.
Right. I understand what's involved in taking care of a horse.
Yes, but in a video game, that's something different. They didn't have that in the last one, where it's like you had to really care for this, like fake animal.
Right.
You had to clean your guns. You get the customization for your character, like down to the facial hair. I mean, clothing, your gun types. You could customize your weapons. I mean, there's just so many things to do in this game. It's very wide open. I mean, in just the best possible way. It's really great.
So is there anything you didn't like about the game?
I didn't like how it ended because it was sad, but it was still a really well-told tale, very melancholy.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like, well, it's sad on the one hand, it does like lead to something that's also good.
Spoiler alert.
Well, you can figure it out. You can play through it and whatever. But if you play the last one, you may know what's going to happen anyway. So
yeah. Anything else you didn't like about it?
Not really. I thought it was a lot. I don't know. This might be like one of the near perfect games I've played. I just think it's really great.
So you were saying the first one had humor that this one didn't. Do you think that it suffered at all from that? No,
I guess if there was one thing I would nitpick on is like the pace. Because like in the first one, like you could play like through the story mode, but you didn't feel like you kind of had to all the time, and so you could just kind of like go off and do side quest stuff, and just go explore. This one kind of felt like I don't know. To me, the story was so compelling. I wanted to keep playing the story.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh look, you can do this side quest down here in the Southern Bayou. It's like I don't care. They can fend for themselves. I want to see what happens next. And so I mean, it's kind of a good bad thing. Like on the one hand, the story was great, and I want to keep playing it. On the other hand, it made it hard to break away from it to go do other stuff.
Yeah.
And so maybe I have a better luck with that on a replay kind of thing. But that would probably, if I was to nitpick, that would be the one thing. Yeah. But beyond that, I thought like it was a really well done game. Really well done.
So what rating would you give this out of 5?
I would give this 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
5 pistols! It was so fun. I mean, just everything about it was really great. The music was great. The voice acting is great. The graphics, the story, just the levels of customization and detail that went into this game. I mean, the world feels so wide open and vast, and it's pretty amazing. And the setting that they chose was really cool.
So that's it. Thanks for joining us for Drawing Conclusions. Josh, I like your wanted poster.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
A little tribute there to Arthur Morgan.
Check us out on Patreon. There you can get all kinds of extra goodies and rewards for being a patron. And of course, don't forget to like,
share,
comment,
and subscribe.
Thank you.